What I'm going to do, I've got Millie here, owned by Taylor Smith. And Taylor, what I'm going to do is just take her right off the trailer. I haven't exercised or anything. Just so you can see what she's like, just fresh out. And just basically work on keeping her around. Okay. So as I go here, I'm just going to walk around here, walk around the building. And she used to, when I come around, just want to take off. So this is really just to show you that, I'm going to keep her around. I'm going to do a couple things to keep her around. I'll use my voice, in other words, give her voice command, or I'll use the tone feature on the collar. It's a little cold this morning, it's only the 20s. Okay, as we go, Taylor, as long as she's hanging around me, I just leave her alone. And what I mean by hanging around, if she gets outside that 25, 30-yard circle, I'm going to call her back in. Okay, let's go. She's just sight pointing something here. It's a little breezy, so I don't know if you can hear me very well, but I'm going to kind of go up on one of my hillsides here and get out of the wind. Like I said, if she's out just snooping around and stuff and staying close enough, I just leave her alone. I don't constantly call her or talk to her. Now here I might get around the fence, so here, good girl. Millie's always looking. What I mean by that, she's very visual too. Looking for anything that's moving or out of place. A lot of times when I come out here, I've got mule deer out here in this little field, so she's aware of that. Go to the bathroom. So you can tell I haven't had her out yet. I mean, I've had her out, but not running yet. Okay. And right now she's probably 15 yards away. Can be a little deception on the GoPro as far as distance. So I've got two ways to call her back. One would be call her. When I call her, here, here, here. Now I'm going to go to the collar. Here, here. She's sniffing over there, so I'll go up. Here, atta girl. So what I did is I called her. Taylor, you saw she kind of just stood there and looked at me. So I give her the first opportunity by just calling her. If she didn't head back, then I go to the e-collar, and as I'm calling her, I'm holding down the button, which we call continuous simulation. So it's kind of like I'm tugging her to come back. And she actually didn't respond to the first setting. So I went to the next setting. So I only give her 2 seconds before I change something. Dog's attention span's only 2 seconds. So if you don't get a response in 2 seconds, you better change something. So just to show you, she's not too far away. I'm just going to call her again when she's not looking at me. Here. Good girl. There we go. So that's what I was looking for. So the reason that time she responded right away is because I followed through the last time. Okay, let's go. And she's always sniffing. She's very visual. She looks a lot at stuff, see if anything's going to be moving. She's always sniffing around, which is good. And of course, now when I start to put her on birds, I'm going to give her a smell to focus on to create something. But like I said, her biggest thing initially was, I'm just going somewhere. Now the second way I can get her to come back is I have a tone button. So I'm going to get in a position where you can see her response. So right now I'm going to push the tone button. Good girl. So you saw that instant turn. And now on that same situation, when I push the tone, if she wanted to turn and head it back, I have to back that up. So the way I would have backed that up is with my voice and the e-collar. I would have used them both together. And the reason is, as I'm using my voice, I need her to associate that correction is connected with my voice. Here. Good girl. So there I just went back to my voice and you saw her turn right away. I'm going to try and get out of the sun there a little bit so you don't get a bunch of glare. But mainly what you're seeing here, Taylor, is I'm just letting Millie run around, but I'm keeping her around. Now she's, she's out close to that 20-yard range. Here's what I'm looking for. She's kind of realizes she's got to go where I'm going. So now I'm going to go back to the tone right there. Good girl. Now this time if she comes in, here, sit. I'm going to reward her with a little treat. Okay. Let's go. And there I just kind of petted her up, to keep her engaged. But the nice thing about the electronic part of this is it's able to free your dog up. In other words, she has that freedom now in her mind, but I'm still in control of it. Here. There, I just called her. No correction. So you notice the first time I called her, when I first came out, she kind of just stood there and looked at me. So I had to back it up. Ever since then, I haven't used the collar once. And that's why it's so important to maintain your training. You don't want to train your dog while you're hunting it. You want to maintain your training while you're hunting. So now she's about 30 yards. So I'm going to tone her. She came back. Good girl, Millie. That a girl. Okay. So let's keep going. Time I might probably go back to my voice. So what you really want to make sure you don't do is just strictly use the tone. Here. And the reason is your voice is still the foundation for your training. In other words, that's how it started. Physical contact, which is leash work, check work. Teacher voice commands first, physical contact first, and then transition to your what I call psychological training, which is your electronics. So when you go to electronics, it's important that you have that foundation. Here. Good girl. So now as I come back up on my kennel building, she might stop at the water, might not. There she goes. And what I also wanted to show you as I come back around to my trailer, she had a tendency at first like, no, I don't want to go back on there. I want to stay out here. So we'll see what we get. I'll get a drink. Okay. And when I do exercise her, I walk her farther than that. Okay. Just for the video length here. And you can see she wanted to go inside the training room. Okay. So as I come around, my routine is I just walk up to her spot on the trailer. Kennel. Good girl. Take the e-collar off her. So you can see that, she's not trying to jump out on me. She did at first. Good girl. So that's Millie, owned by Millie Smith in South Dakota.